So you have an issue with picking accuracy. Every time something leaves the warehouse, it seems like a line on that order is wrong. Maybe you're picking the wrong product, you're picking the insufficient quantity. Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to exponentially and drastically increase your picking accuracy. So let's get right into it. First thing you have to do is understand how to calculate picking accuracy. Picking accuracy is a function of orders with errors divided by the total number of orders picked within a given time frame. So at this point, you're like, okay, what are orders with errors? If you're a distributor, every time you ship an order from your warehouse, it has to be received at your customer. They use some kind of scanning device, some kind of receiving process to double check everything that you've sold into their store to make sure that you're not selling them the wrong product or the wrong quantity. To calculate your orders with errors when making that delivery, you have to allow your driver through some kind of device to tap on a line that was mispicked, that was short picked, and put a reason on the tablet and indicate that there indeed was an error. So now that you got that data from the delivery, you're able to pull up a report in your delivery application and say, I've got 17 lines that week that had errors on them. Now it's very simple. Once you have the orders with error, you're going to divide that by the number of orders shipped in their totality. That's going to give you your error percentage. You take the number 1, you subtract from it the error percentage, and that gives you your order accuracy. So now that you know how to get your order accuracy, the main thing, once you've established the baseline, is you want to set a target. Now, a very good target that's hittable for a lot of warehouses that we work with is 98%. So if you're sitting at 94%, that means you've got 4% of your orders that are going out with error for no reason. And if you can multiply that number of orders times some cost for having to reship those orders for lost sales from wrong product picked or wrong quantities picked, you're able to compute what increasing from 94% to 98% is going to represent for your business. So set the accuracy target. Once that target is set, it's time to implement a process in your warehouse where your people are constantly looking at that accuracy target. Print it out on a piece of paper, throw it up on a monitor, make sure that they know where they stand relative to the target. Reward those that are above the target. Don't punish those that are below, coach those that are below, and really influence them to get within the target, whether it be with a commission or a bonus or something. Now that you've set a target, you've implemented the target for your employees, you're incentivizing them to be more accurate, you have to check this data every single week. Make sure you're looking at time series data. You want to see how your accuracy is improving week over week over week and that you're not trending downwards. You always want to make sure that you're trending a little bit up. The crazy thing is once you go from 95 to 98% or 94 to 98%, gaining that incremental 0.1% becomes exponentially harder because the cost to do it is at the expense of the cases per hour picked by the picker. Nonetheless, make sure you're not trending down and that you're staying within the range of your accuracy target, and that will ensure that your warehouse is running as accurate as possible. So by now, you know how to calculate your accuracy. You know what reports to look at. You know what systems to capture data from. The elephant in the room is, Mickey, why don't I just use a checker to check every single order leaving the warehouse? Well, the answer that I have for you is that's going to employ 1 or 2 people to check every single transaction based on the size of your business. So if I have to check every single transaction, that means I'm spending 6 to 8 hours a day sitting in front of pallets or carts to check everything. And the truth is, once you have an order accuracy report in place, once you're capturing the data at the delivery, you don't actually have to check everything. You really only have to check things that are traveling a long distance where it's more costly to have a mispick because you don't want to find out about a long delivery's error a day after the fact because you're going to have to reship that order or risk losing the sale altogether. So my recommendation is if you have a checker, make sure those checkers only check orders that are going beyond a certain distance. Cut all of the time for those checkers to check things locally and use your accuracy report and targets and coaching and commissions to increase the accuracy of your team. And that by itself will transform your warehouse. If you enjoyed that video, go down below, give me a comment. Let me know what you thought about my recommendations. Give me a like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care.